Hey guys, welcome back. So this week I'm going to be putting my 11 weeks and 12 week pregnancy update together since I missed last week, which was my 11 weeks. A lot happened in 11 weeks, which is why my update did not go up. I was just not feeling up to it. 12 weeks, I'm in the beginning of my 12 weeks, so I feel kind of normal right now. So I figured I'd get this video up for you guys. So let's start with 11 weeks. My 11 weeks was a little rocky. Kind of felt like the beginning all over again. Just because I was very tired again, couldn't really get out of bed. I was very nauseous again. It all kind of clicked in. It lasted maybe a day or two. I think it was more like the weekend. But man, I felt awful. My stomach, I could feel just everything pulling and stretching. And I was able to feel that before in all my pregnancies. So that was not anything shocking to me, except this time it really hurt. And I only remember that kind of pain when I was pregnant with my twins. And oh my god, it was horrible. It was miserable, like so bad I wanted to cry. It hurt really bad. But I knew that it was just my stomach stretching, and lo and behold, I woke up the next morning to my uterus being literally right below my belly button. So that was a whole lot of growing. That was a whole lot of growing in like that one night full of pain. But after waking up and seeing that, it was totally worth it. I was totally happy to see my uterus there. It's kind of early for me. When I was pregnant with Sebastian, I think my uterus was right about my belly button when I was somewhere around 20 weeks. And Josh and Noah, it was right about this time too. And yes, I definitely asked the doctor if I was having twins, and the answer was no. This pregnancy has definitely made me think that there could have been two in there. And even now I'm like, are you sure there's not one like hiding? But no sign of anything. Just one baby. But yeah, this pregnancy has definitely made me think that there could be one more in there, just because I was showing by the time I was already 7 weeks pregnant, and my symptoms clicked in like a day or two after sex, like insane. And it's just been a rocky road, and a lot of the things that are going on with my body kinda are on the same track when I was pregnant with Josh and Noah instead of Sebastian. I was not showing it this time with Sebastian. If I was, it was like very, very little. But I still didn't look pregnant this time. Lord bless me. They don't lie when they tell you that you show much faster the more kids you have. Because, guys, these kind of shirts are my favorite right now. Like, I don't want to be in anything else. Of course, it's hot in Florida, so tank tops are nice, but it's just, like, hot. I don't know. Tank tops supposed to, like, make me feel better, I feel like. And it just doesn't. These shirts just make me feel like I'm, like, being choked right now. So, like, I was out and about today, and I was like this. And I was like, oh, my God. But it just feels comfortable being in looser clothes. Being home and everything with the kids, I don't really, like, put on tight pants. I'll keep on like my PJ pants if I'm not going anywhere, or I'll put on some softer kind of shorts, and I've even worn those out in public because I'm good with those, but not if I'm like actually going shopping and going out somewhere. I'll put on actual clothes. So today I have actual clothes on, and you guys have seen these jeans on me in my previous videos before. They're jean shorts. These are some of my favorites, and to remind you guys, because I was going to mention in one of my videos where I got them from, and I got them from 11 Oaks Boutique, and I love their boutique. But I bought this one and 2 other pair of shorts from them, and those 3 are the only ones that fit me. None of my other shorts, my jeans, nothing fits me. I put these on today and I was a little bummed out because they are tight on me. I don't know if it's because they just came out of the dryer yesterday or what, but they've been unbuckled all day. I've gone into the store with like one buckle, and even then, like, it bothered the crap out of me. They don't feel like any tighter around like my legs or anything. It's just the stomach. And I didn't have that happen either until, I don't know. With Sebastian, I think I was maybe 7 to 8 months pregnant when that happened. The boys, Josh and Noah, I was maybe about 6 months, 7 months, around there. So this is definitely the earliest because I am 12 weeks. I'm 12 weeks and 2 days now. I'm fighting from a cold, by the way, if you guys are wondering why I sound all weird. But I've got a cold, which if any of you are pregnant or have been pregnant, you guys know that that totally sucks when you're pregnant. But yeah, anyway, my pants are much tighter, and that happened obviously because my stomach grew. You can definitely tell that I'm pregnant. There's no hiding that, unless I wear like baggy shirts, and even then, even like in dresses and stuff, you can't really tell, but you can kind of see like a little bump there. So that's about it. The only other thing that's different about this pregnancy too is when I lay down, my stomach's completely flat. If I'm laying down, you would have no idea. You'd have no idea that I was ever pregnant. I don't look pregnant. Like, I'll stand up and you're like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. I lay down and you're like, girl, you're not pregnant. Or like, where's that kid? Nope. And I'm not used to that. With my previous pregnancies, my belly has grown round like a basketball. And if you guys follow me, you guys know that then. But my belly grows like a basketball, and this one's not doing it this time. I don't know. It's a little weird. But even when I laid down with my previous pregnancies, you could see the roundness in my uterus. And this time, it's just not doing that. It's kind of like a football. That's what I've been comparing it to. It's like a football. So if you just like lay a football on my stomach, that's how it's kind of growing. There's no like bump or anything to tell you that I'm pregnant. You kind of just have to put your hands around my stomach and you kind of feel like an oval shape. So that's definitely new and different for me. I have like this bump on my head. Where? Oh, I don't know where it went. I kind of see it, kind of don't. It's bothering me. Anyway, we're gonna fix this. But yeah, so that happened during 11 weeks. My belly popped. 12 weeks has not been so bad. I do turn around. My turnaround days for the week are Wednesdays. So Wednesday, that's my day. It makes me so much happier. No joke. I wake up and I'm like, yeah, 1 more week. So next week I'll be extra excited because I'll be 13 weeks on Wednesday. And y'all know what that means. That'll be my last week in my first trimester. Like, you guys have no idea. It's like taking a load off of my shoulders, this pregnancy. I feel like I'm accomplished something. Like, I did it. Like, I got through it. This has definitely been hard. Definitely been hard. Definitely harder than the twins. Sebastian, he was pretty easy too. I was sick. I had a lot of kidney infections and spent a good month in the hospital. And that was, I'd have to say, probably the hardest part of my pregnancy with him. And even then, like, that's not even as bad as what this one's made me feel like. I said there's sometimes I'm like, please, Lord, just give me a kidney infection over this. Or, like, birth pain, something. I'd rather feel something else. Like, I can take pain. I'm good at pain. But this whole nausea, throwing up, I hate it. 12 weeks, I think I've thrown up every day. Well, it's not throwing up. I don't throw up. I still have that gagging, that dry gagging thing. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's just dry gagging. I just gag. So that usually happens. It usually happens in the morning. But for whatever reason, I don't get it in the afternoon. So if I am going to get it, I'll get it like early in the morning at like 8 or at 10 o'clock or at 12 o'clock. And then after 12, like, it just won't happen. So I know I'm in the clear after 12 o'clock. But yeah, it's just that, still that dragging thing. And yeah, it's happened 3 days in a row every morning. So I don't know. It's definitely better than throwing up, but still, it sucks. Hopefully it'll go away within the next week or two. That would be amazing. Again, can't fit in my clothes. Anything else, a lot of my symptoms have kind of died down. My boobs are like getting big. I don't know. They were huge with Josh and Noah and Sebastian, and they were huge like the minute I was pregnant. This one hasn't really done that, and I think starting in my 12th week I've noticed a difference, and I'm like, oh, okay, now it's happening. So it's happening, but yeah, things are definitely different. Keeps me on my toes because it's way different and I'm not used to that. So yeah. Here's an update for you guys though. Remember when I told you guys me and Lewis were going to wait till find out at birth what we were gonna have? Yeah, well, my dreams were crushed. Lewis made a point because we are building our house and we break ground in August. So our house will be finished sometime after I give birth, within like a few weeks to like a month. And this will be my 3rd C-section. So with that said, I'm not going to be very movable. And we're going to be broke. So with that said, Lewis and his family and my family all have kind of told me that, you know, it's kind of smart to find out what you're having ahead of time so we can get these items that we're going to need for the baby, whether it's a boy or a girl, and be prepared once we move into the house, and not be struggling on trying to figure out what we need and do we have money for things. And on top of that, our families can help us with whatever we would need. So finding out the baby's gender before birth is what it is. So we're going to have a fun baby gender reveal party. I was going to do like what everybody does, okay, right when you like let your whole family and everybody find out with you. Yeah, well, I've decided I can't do that. So I'm definitely going to find out before anybody else. So it'll basically be us telling our family and friends what we're having. And I just decided to do it that way because I feel like a lot of people expect your reaction to be like yelling and happy and like all joyful. And I'm not saying I'm not going to be joyful if I have a boy, but that's what a lot of people expect. And that was definitely not my reaction with Sebastian, unfortunately. I was happy, but it did take me, I think it took me about like 20 to 30 minutes to kind of just like, okay, you're not having a girl, you're having another boy. It's no big deal. And I did know we were going to have more kids. And this one being our last, our hopes are really on a girl, but I don't know. This pregnancy is really different, so that's what makes me think this could be a girl. But then my mommy instincts and just something in me is telling me this is a boy. Don't get your hopes up. So I keep telling myself it's a boy, and I keep telling Lewis that. I'm like, no, we're having a boy. So if we have a boy, I have the pleasure of telling Lewis, I told you so, again. Because that was the first thing I said to him when we had Sebastian was, I told you so. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have that, yay, I'm having a boy kind of attitude because I have boys. It'll just be a, I told you. And, you know, not having a girl, no big deal. I'm a boy mom. I've got this. I've got 3 boys. 4th one's no big deal, right? So yeah, I think that's just kind of going to be my attitude. And I didn't want our friends and family to see that as my first reaction and be like, oh wow, great mom. So I'm gonna find out what it is first. So that way, by the time we do tell them, I can be in a little better mood and be happy, because I know I will be happy. Sebastian will have a little best friend for the rest of his life. So yeah, no big deal, but I'm going to find out for anybody else. Well, me and Lewis. And I guess it'll just be more fun that way too, because I know just about everybody in my family has their fingers crossed for a girl. I even made a bet with my mom. So yeah, it'll be fun to kind of like hold that secret in and see everybody come together and pick a vote and see who's right and wrong. So I'm really excited for that. We do have a doctor's appointment on Monday, which would make me 12 weeks and 5 days, I believe. So we have a doctor's appointment, our first doctor's appointment, our first prenatal appointment's finally here. I can't wait. The doctors do have to follow up with the previous bleeding that I was having, I guess to make sure that it's gone and whatever else. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they do a sonogram Monday. If they don't, they'll just schedule it for next week or following week or whatever. But fingers crossed, because I'll definitely ask if they can see the gender. I know my doctors don't do gender reveals till like 18 weeks. So I won't get my hopes up if they say no to me. But I've heard that you can find out earlier than that, so I'll definitely be asking. I want to know, it'll be interesting to see if they think the baby is growing a little further along like I think. But we'll see. I don't know. I did plan this baby to a T, so with my calculations, I should be like right on point. But yeah, we're excited. We're excited for Monday. I've never been more excited for a Monday. But yeah, so here is my 11, 12 week belly bump. So my pants are unbuckled because they've been unbuckled, but this is with shirt on, and you can definitely see a baby bump. And like I said, my uterus is like right here, because my belly button, well, my belly button's here, but my uterus laying down is right about here, and that's what the doctors measure. So this is, I'm definitely out of breath. All right, this is from the side. From the side, definitely baby bump. Told y'all I popped. This is from the front. Yes, I have a umbilical hernia, for any of you wondering. And I do have stretch marks. You just kind of can't see it right now. But I do. I have stretch marks all around my belly button. They don't bother me like they do most women. But, yep, that's my belly bump, guys. Definitely popped within my 11 weeks. Baby is there. Let's see if I suck in. Can't really do that. So, there it is. There's my little baby. Definitely out of breath. Like, oh my god. And thirst is all still there. But I've definitely had a better 12 weeks. I'm definitely in better spirit, so that's a blessing. Like, amen. Thanks, guys, for coming back to my channel and watching. Thanks for supporting me. Have any questions? Leave it down below. Oh, I have a question. How many of you believe in the nub theory? Just wondering. Like, that was something new to me. Never heard of it, so I want to know. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.